Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Dallas Cowboys. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Mike, 55.
Right there in the middle.
Second and 5. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with Elliott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, pull. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
First down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch the outlaw. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go, go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Durant. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hit. And the ball is knocked out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Durant letting one go deep for a noon one. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go, D.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Back.
Throwing again. Durant. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike's 50. 65. Hayward. Hey, check. Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down. Durant got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. Out. Let's go. Come on. All day, every day.
Operating from the gun. Durant. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Durant. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
They'll run on first down. Pull. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Haskins. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Third down. Here's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 88 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5 now. Haskins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Haskins to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw. Durant. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
50, check my 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
He can't hang. He
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's fourth down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run on first down. Pull. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. 18 data. All day, pump. Extreme.
He gets it to Sims, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20. 10. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear him. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
It's a party now.
On first down, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different.